What's good, everybody? This is another R&P conversation.
Hi, guys. The hat's back. You know what that means.
Yeah, that means he needs a haircut. But yeah, so we're talking about a lot of things. Mm-hmm. We've talked about a lot of things just in the history of conversations. I wanted to bring this up because I've seen some posts online.
Okay.
Cultural appropriation versus cultural appreciation.
I think I know where you got this from.
Yes.
Was it Quavo or something? Maybe Quavo. I can't remember. It was some rapper. They were in Japan and they had like the kimono on and they were around Japanese women and they were just indulging in the culture. And some people were like, somebody asked, is this cultural appreciation or appropriation on his part?
Actually, I didn't see that.
Oh, okay.
But now that
it might not have been Quavo. I can
it was somebody,
it was
right?
A rapper though.
I seen it was a post. It was a Korean. I want to say it was a Korean, either fashion like model and or actor or something, and they had dreads. And someone had asked basically posed the question. If I find the video, I'll put it. You can put it in there. Okay. Basically, I asked the question: is this cultural appropriation or cultural appreciation?
Okay, let's do this. Let's talk about each of them. With the I'm gonna just say Quavo because that's the artist that came to my name. It might not be him, but with the Quavo situation, I think he was in Japan. He probably likes anime or something like that. He was with Japanese people. They probably gave that kimono to him. I think in a situation like that, I think that's more of appreciation. I think that's just somebody that likes parts of a certain culture and they're just enjoying it with the people. As far as the Korean person with the dreads, unless that person like consulted some black friends, which I doubt they did because the black friends would have said, don't do that. I think you're wildin'.
So, well, I'll kind of like broaden it out here, right?
Okay.
So I think appreciation and appropriation come from, it's two different levels of things, right? One is a respect level, and one is a double standard level, right? Okay. So from the respect thing, right? Like you said, Quavo was he was in their environment, or whoever the rapper was. They were in their environment. They were adopting their culture to fit in, to show respect.
Yeah, right.
Right? Following their traditions, their customs.
Because I don't think he brought that.
Yeah, which is what you would... Yeah, like you can't go to Japan and just do whatever you would in America and be like, well, I'm an American. I don't want to appropriate your culture.
They're going to fuck you up, bro.
Yeah, you gotta follow the cultural norms, right? And that's where appreciation comes in. If you do it well, you're respectful to it. You honor it as best as you possibly can, not being from there as a guest.
Right.
Then you're appreciating it. Appropriation comes from when you take aspects of a culture and you kind of like you not mocking it per se, but you're not like genuine with it, and or you're using it. You're using it as a trend or a publicity stunt, like the Kylie Jenner or some white girl came out with the fashionable nightcaps. Just do-rags. Yeah. So stuff like that. Yeah. So when you try to like rebrand something that, like, let's say in this instance, right? Like pierogies exist. I'm gonna just give y'all the easiest one.
I love pierogies.
Pierogies exist, right? If black people were to start making pierogies and selling them on the street and
frying them,
and just calling them like
peep thing,
like something,
peas?
meat pockets,
or them peas. Hey, you got some of them peas, gang?
Mini hot pockets, mini hot pockets extravaganza, something, some BS, shit. Right? That would be appropriating culture.
Fried peas coming soon.
Yeah, that would be appropriating culture, right?
That's a fact.
And I feel like people would see that and be like, there's something disingenuous about this.
Yeah. I like pierogies a lot, so if I start doing it, they'll be mad at me.
Well, if you started... but that's the thing. If we were to go outside and make pierogies, sell them, but still call them pierogies, we're respectful to the culture. We're not trying to change it and make it into something that's not what it was. So if the Kardashians would have made a do-rag line, people would have been like, that's weird. But
maybe
I feel
that's
like
why they called them fashionable nightcaps.
Yeah, that's the issue there is why call it something that
is not.
That is not.
And the shorties, the white girls on TikTok was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe
like this is the greatest thing I've never seen it.
This is gonna be great for my hair. I don't have to do my hair in the morning." And niggas was like, those do-rags, gang.
Yeah,
those
and
better.
so that
you go to the corner, probably not in their neighborhood, but you go to a corner store and get them.
Yeah,
Walmart.
And that's where the respect appropriation. When you try to make something your own that already exists, and like not you're not just making it and calling it what it is and selling your version of it. You're out there literally rebranding it, and trying to in your own culture, trying to bring it to it and but make it as if you created this out of thin air.
White people was calling it was some white people, blonde hair white people calling locks some other shit, which they were like Vikings used to wear it.
Yeah, Vikings used to have.
They used to wear it a certain way. They weren't wearing it like Jamaican people would wear it.
Yeah.
Yes, they did wear a form of locks. Yes, but it's not the locks you see.
Well, I think it was just the natural.
Black people
Yeah, it was just the natural way that
just
the hair would end up after it
because you're not cleaning it.
Yeah, you're not.
You're on a ship.
Yeah, and they would braid it a certain. But there's different styles to it.
Yeah.
Like how the Vikings looked. And how the boxer braids look that you got on 36th Street
is two
different things.
Yeah.
Two very different things.
Yep.
So it's like
a perfect example. Y'all know I'm a wrestling fan. It's this group called the Viking Raiders, and they have a girl with them named Valhalla. She used to be somebody else, but you know how wrestling goes. She has locks, but it's the way Vikings are. They're not box braids. They're not dreads. They're how Vikings do it. I don't have a problem with that because that's her culture. She's, I don't know what Vikings are exactly, but she's that's part of her culture. Yeah. And they the Viking Raiders legitimately like have like in real life. Yeah. They might not live like Vikings, but they do the ceremonies and shit like that. Yeah, that would be crazy, murdering people and shit. Yeah. They do the ceremonies and shit. So I don't have an issue with that because not only is that a character she's playing, she's doing it the right way, and she actually lives that in real life. Yeah. So she probably knows, okay, I'm not going to get fucking box braids and call them Viking
My
locks.
thing on that, right, is... It's like people always fall back on this defense of, especially when it comes to hair and fashion. It's like, well, it's just hair, it's just clothes. But you weren't persecuted for those things. Like, black people weren't allowed to have certain hairstyles, or we wouldn't get hired for jobs. Yeah. We would get discriminated against. We would get treated as if we're thugs. And even then, there's still problems. Like there's the high school wrestling kid who they made him cut his dreads because they were like they're too long. But he's facing a dude who's in a ponytail, and he had his in a ponytail. So it's like, is it too long, or did that ref just have a problem because he thought dreads were associated with thugs, gangbangers, troublemakers, like. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's only just hair and clothing when you could take it out and you don't have to deal with it, like, ever again. Yeah. Like, because for you, this is a fashion statement. For me, like, it's my life. Like, this is my, like, if I went around just disrespected, like, if I went around wearing, like, some like, traditional Irish garbs or some, like, traditional, Spanish, but not Spanish as in Latino, but Spanish as in Spain. Spaniard. Like, if I were to walk around in some traditional garbs and like just hoke at being a part of that culture, like made jokes about it, like I bet you there's some Irish people that hate St. Patrick's Day because all these people are basically like
acting like
dressing up as leprechauns and being like, I'm Irish or whatever. Yeah. But they, for some reason, it doesn't like equate in their mind that that's the same thing we're asking. Because you know why? I don't think there's ever been respect for black culture.
No, never.
And because there's never been respect for black culture, they don't view it as a real culture. They view it as something that these people did over here that we periodically see and make fun of. I don't think they view it as the same thing as a traditional culture because they just don't respect it that way. And so when they see it, they just see it as like, well, there's no reason I can't do it. They're doing it, and they're the like same as they're the same as me. It was like, no, we're not the same, because if I were to go around to your Irish pub and bar and do some old hokey shit, you'd have a problem. I might get beat up. Yeah, beat up in that back alley. Yeah. But for you, it doesn't equate. It doesn't
give you a good Irish jig.
Yeah, yeah. They give you.
They go fuck you.
Yeah, if I were to walk around some clogs and start doing some, they'd be like, what fuck is this nigga doing?
What are you doing? Yeah, and they gonna say nigga.
Yeah, they gonna say nigga. So I don't know what it. I don't. It's always so weird.
Well,
but
but Rick, like I kind of said in the previous video, I don't know how these videos gonna come out, but in a previous video or a video that hasn't came out yet, whatever, I said like, I've even said it on the pod before that got taken down. I'm not gonna get too much into it because I don't want this to be taken down.
Yeah.
Nobody likes us, Rick. No, they don't. Like, we talked about how Asian people got got affirmative action thinking they were going to prevent us from getting easy layups.
Yeah, and that percentage that they got rid of got taken up by
white legacy kids.
Yeah.
And fucked them.
Yeah.
You know why they co-sign that? Because they don't give a fuck about us. They don't like us. Even if it was just an easy layup for black people, we don't deserve it. We don't deserve a lay to the.
No, we don't.
We were playing against the '88 Pistons for 300 years.
Steve, it's like this. This is the thing, right?
Damn.
We were in such a deficit that they tried to put things in place to make it even, and they were like, "Wait, so they're starting from the same position as me, but it's because of a law. So that gotta mean they're in a better position than me." And then it was like, no, this law was in place so I could start at the same line you at. Now you got rid of it. Now it seems like, okay, there's not a law just because there's not a law for me, and now there's not a law for you. Now we're in the same position, not knowing that now I'm naturally back a half step again.
And we're never gonna be in the same area as you because they kind of like y'all. Yeah. As far as white people like other races. They kind of fuck with y'all because y'all
model minority.
And I don't mean no disrespect by that, but that's true though. That's a fact that people have studied. Y'all grandparents, they did that?
Do you know the percentage of interracial relationships that are white man, Asian woman dwarfs every other interracial
even white and black?
Even white and black.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy.
When I think the percentage is I'm
not going to get too much into
it. If we go with the census, right? Black and white, black male, white woman, I think is 500,000, something like that.
Oh, you know niggas like white girl.
Yeah. We're talking about marriage, though.
Oh,
so marriage. So that's 500,000.
Yeah, that's different.
And then white man, black woman is 300,000 or something like that.
Okay.
White man, Asian woman, 900K.
Almost a million?
Almost a million. In comparison to the other two.
In America or in the world?
In America.
Just in America?
Yeah.
I thought you meant in the whole globe. Nope. Just think of back.
Yep.
Oh, that's nuts.
And guess what? The percentage of Asian women marrying white men is more than the percentage of Asian women marrying Asian men.
Wait, say that again? Hold on.
The percentage of Asian women marrying Asian men is less than the percentage of Asian women marrying white men.
I seen that. I seen Asian dudes talk about it. It's I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm not really a black girl's type. I like black girls to do it. He did an interview. If I can find it, I'll put it in.
But I feel like that's different though. It's
I'm not really. But he was just saying I don't know where to go.
Where to go? What are my options?
Yeah, white girls don't really unless we the cool type Asian dude. You know what I'm talking. It's some YouTubers like that.
Shout out them.
Shout out them. They cool. They got a lot of subscribers.
Shout out them.
And then black women, most of the time they not going for Asian dudes. It's not saying it's impossible, but that's just more of a rare thing.
Spanish
women.
I think that's more on the West Coast. You might see that. Yeah, you could.
But then if you're an East Coast dude, you got to move. That's a lot of shit. That's a lot of shit you got to deal with. And I've never actually thought about that. Because I don't have to deal with that side of shit.
It's a whole study.
I don't get bitches anyway. So my percentage is 0 across the board.
Yeah, it's a whole study about Asian women, white men's fixation with Asian women. Not saying that that's a whole thing, but there is a study.
And Asian women's parents pushing be with a white boy thing.
Man.
Yeah, be with a white boy thing. I'm not gonna get too much into that because you know why.
Yeah.
But not saying that, never mind. See,
it just is what it is. Just know appropriation, I feel like, comes from
I forgot what we was talking about.
Yeah, appropriation comes from a lack of respect and a lack of care for the culture of which you're taking from. Yeah, acknowledging. While appreciation comes with the respect, comes with the acknowledgement, and it comes with an understanding that you are a guest.
Like I'm not saying every black person respects Japanese culture.
Not 100%.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that.
100% black people are pretty bad at respecting other culture. But
I
feel like we're also very slim in terms of the most when it comes to like other cultures we take from. I feel like it's Asian in terms of anime and
kung fu back in the day. Yeah,
back in the day.
Stuff,
But then I feel like if we were to have a pie chart, the percentage of black people borrowing from other cultures versus other cultures not borrowing, taking from black culture, from an American black culture alone. I don't even want to get y'all started on what y'all doing now with Afro beats. Cause I know y'all see it.
It was a white dude. It was a white dude singing reggae. He sounded legit.
Just look at Tom Hanks' son. He did a whole Jamaican accent. He don't talk like that. He just decided to make people believe that he speaks with a Jamaican accent. Speaking in patois. Yeah, basically. And so it's like, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what it is about African American culture, but it got to be like crack.
Well, it's because we're awesome. It's because we're fucking awesome.
They're gonna hate that. It was like, oh my god, they're bigging up their own culture. Oh my god.
What's my slogan now, Rick? Suck my dick. Suck my dick.
When I sit around with my friends, I never talk about how great my culture is.
Well, yeah, because if you do, you're racist. if white people are sitting around saying how great white people are, you're fucking racist. You know why? Because y'all rape and pillage everybody. Sorry, fuck, I can't say it.
No, you just started a shitstorm.
Comment down below, man. Get angry.
Right,
I like that shit. Get angry. Get angry.
Say your final
Talk
thoughts
to me. Nah.
Say your final thoughts and end this.
Black people are the greatest.
Yeah, that's not gonna roll over well. All right, everybody.
Comment.
All right, everybody. This has been
Talk to me.
Another episode of the R&P podcast.
Oh, you fat neighbor. What do you know?
Actually, this has been another episode.
You're one of the worst examples of a black man I've ever seen. You probably hate yourself.
Let us know what you think in the comments down below. I'm gonna talk over Steve because he's going crazy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out our other content.
But if you keep commenting this dumbass shit you're commenting,
bye.
I'll be good. I'll blow up.
R&P moves, R&P groove, ayy. Yeah, I've been in the R&P mood, ayy. Oh yeah, oh yeah, R&P moves, R&P news, ayy. Yeah, now we